Hello, children. Today we are going to read about the cell, its structure, and the various functions. Ever thought what living organisms are composed of? Or rather, what is it that makes us living beings? Here comes to the introduction to cell. The cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of a living organism. So, everything that we are able to do is possible only because of the 10 trillion cells present in our body. The number is huge, and of course, the function performed by them is even bigger. As we all know, that every organism begins its life as a single cell. Even the largest banyan tree or an elephant, a simple bee or we humans, begin our life from a single cell. The tree develops from a seed. The human beings develop from a single cell zygote in the mother's womb. This single cell undergoes repeated divisions to become a complete living organism. Thus, we say that the cell is the basic unit of life. For this reason, cells are also known as the building blocks of life. A cell can be defined as the basic, structural, and functional unit of living things. This is Sir Antony van Leeuwenhoek. Antony van Leeuwenhoek has a great contribution in the discovery of cell. He developed a simple microscope using only a single biconvex lens. He was the first to see the cells and recognize them as living units of all living beings. He observed it in the blood cells in the capillaries of the footweb of frog. However, he did not call them cells, but still he was the first one to come across it. Robert Hooke. He is the first one to coin the term cell. In 1665, Robert Hooke developed a microscope to observe different objects using two lenses. The first time the word cell was used to refer to these tiny units of life. Robert Hooke was a British scientist. He was one of the earliest scientists to study living things under a microscope. The microscope of his day were not very strong, but Hooke was still able to make an important discovery. When he looked at a thin slice of cork under his microscope, he was surprised to see what looked like a honeycomb. Hooke made the drawing in the figure below to show what he was. As you can see, the cork was made up of tiny units which Hooke called cells. These resembled like the cells where the monks lived in the monasteries. Soon after Robert Hooke discovered cells in cork, Antony van Leeuwenhoek made another important discoveries using a microscope. So, basically, Hooke was the first one to coin the term. Now we are going to study about cytology. The branch of biology which deals with the study of cells is called cytology. Robert Hooke had only seen the walls of dead cells. So when is a cell called living cell? A cell is said to be living when it contains a jelly-like substance called protoplasm. Protoplasm is the living substance of the cell. It is made up of the cytoplasm and nucleus. So this is possible to see with the help of the compound microscope.